Our lead story, the political slugfest over crimes against women. This as questions over fixing accountability in Manipur continue to be raised and the centre has continued to be targeted. When Anurag Thakur has now launched a scathing attack at the opposition parties for politicising Manipur, slamming them for atrocities against women in opposition-ruled states, saying that women are unsafe in Rajasthan, Bengal and Bihar. He also questioned the opposition if they would send a delegation to Rajasthan, Bengal and Bihar like they did in Manipur. He also attacked Ashok Gehlot on sacking a minister hours after he spoke about introspecting when it comes to crimes against women, and he also slammed Mamata Banerjee for the incidents that happened in West Bengal.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने सख्त शब्दों में कहा है, कोई भी हो, कितने भी हो, सबके खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए और होगी। लेकिन राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री चाहे बंगाल हो, बिहार हो, राजस्थान हो, अपनी जिम्मेदारी से नहीं भाग सकते। One incident happens in Rajasthan, one incident happened in Bengal or Bihar or Manipur. A crime against women is a crime against women, and the action must be taken as per law. And the law and order is the state subject. The state has to take the action. Why there is a delay and why they are in a denial mode to take action. And my big question to all the opposition leader is, will they send a delegation of the opposition leaders to the states like Rajasthan, Bengal and Bihar?
And well, at a time when there's outrage and shock across the nation of the horrific viral video of two women in ethnic violence hit Manipur, now politics over viral videos has spilled over to the politically volatile state of West Bengal, where the BJP alleges its woman candidate in Howrah was stripped and paraded naked. The police has denied these claims, but the BJP alleges that the two tribal women were allegedly stripped naked and tortured in Malda as well. The TMC, however, hit back, saying it was a case of theft. As politics continues, we ask, where does the buck stop?
Allegations of two Manipur-like incidents in West Bengal in quick succession. The latest in Malda, where two tribal women were reportedly stripped, beaten and paraded on July 19.
पश्चिम बंगाल मालदा जिला में किस प्रकार से दो दलित महिलाओं को बेरहमी से न सिर्फ मारा गया बल्कि उनको वस्त्रहीन किया गया, इस पर भी कांग्रेस की चुप्पी इसलिए है क्योंकि वो टीएमसी के साथ सत्ता के गठबंधन में लिप्त हैं।
तो दुकानदारी करते,
But the TMC has dismissed it as a case of theft.
तो वहां पे चोरी वगैरह हुई। अब चोर जो थे दो लेडीज, उनको पकड़ लिए, जो पकड़े वो भी लेडीज है। छीना झपटी हुई, बेचारे सभी गरीब है। अब कपड़े निकल गए, जितना भी निकला है उसको ये राजनीतिक चश्मा से क्यों देख रहे हैं? वहां पे जो सिविक पुलिस थी वो भी गई बचाने के लिए, मैंने रोकने की भी कोशिश की सबको कि मत झगड़ा करो, लेकिन शी गॉट ओवर पावर्ड और सब लेडीज एक लोग। अब क्या है, लेडीज लॉ एंड ऑर्डर अपने हाथ में ले रही, ये भी तो सही नहीं है। खैर फिर भी पुलिस इंक्वायरी भी कर रही है और पुलिस इसको रजिस्टर भी की है केस।
आप लोग बोलिए हम लोग कहां जाएंगे?
This comes soon after allegations about an incident in Howrah, where a BJP candidate was allegedly assaulted and paraded naked by TMC workers during the Bengal Panchayat elections on July 8th. Police have said they have found no proof of such an incident. Investigation is still on.
একটা ইমেল ওখানে বিজেপি তরফ থেকে পৌঁছায় আর ইমেলে একটা অভিযোগ করা হয়েছে, একজন মহিলা উনি অভিযোগ করেছেন। আর তারিখে দিনের বেলা 11টার সময় যখন ইলেকশন চলছিল ওনাকে একটা বুথ থেকে জোর জবরদস্তি বার করা হয়েছে আর তারপর সাথে মানহানি আর যে বলা হয়েছে কাপড় ছেড়ে দেওয়া ইত্যাদি কথা ওর মধ্যে লেখা আছে। এরকম একটা কমপ্লেন্ট কিন্তু এসছে 13 তারিখে ইমেল মাধ্যমে। তার আগে কোনো কমপ্লেন্ট পুলিশের কাছে আসেনি আর স্টেট কমপ্লেন্ট এসছে ইমেল দিয়ে, যেটাকে সাথে সাথে এসপি হাওড়া বললেন সেই কমপ্লেন্টটাকে থানাকে বললেন তুমি ইমিডিয়েটলি এটাকে মিনিমাম ইনকোয়ারি করে আর সাথে সাথে একটা এফআইআর করো। এফআইআর করার সাথে সাথে আমরা তদন্ত নেমে পড়েছিলাম দেখার জন্য কি এখানে কি হয়েছে। এখানে থেকে আজ অব্দি যা কয়েকটা পয়েন্ট বেরিয়েছে তাদের দেখানো চলছে। তো তার মধ্যে নাম্বার 1 যে সব থেকে ইম্পর্টেন্ট যে পাওয়া যাচ্ছে কি এইরকম যে ঘটনা ওখানে ঘটেছে সেটা নিয়ে কোনো রকম তথ্য কিংবা কোনো রকম এভিডেন্স পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না।
But the Chief Minister herself has dismissed both incidents as a BJP conspiracy.
বিজেপির এখন প্ল্যান হচ্ছে তৈরি করে ঘটনা সাজিয়ে দিয়ে ওই পুলমার মতো তৈরি করে সাজিয়ে দিয়ে নিজেরাই ফেক ভিডিও করবে, যেমন সিনেমা তৈরি হয়, নিজেরাই ফেক নাটক তৈরি করবে, সেই ভিডিও করে বাংলাকে অসম্মান করবার চক্রান্ত।
NDTV Bureau Report.
And well, there's politics over crimes against women in Rajasthan as well. This after Ashok Gehlot sacked a minister who talked about introspecting before raising Manipur. He was sacked just hours after that remark. Here's the report.
मणिपुर के बजाय हमें अपने गिरेबान में झांकना है।
Rajendra Guda's outburst in the State Assembly in Rajasthan has created a political storm. After being sacked from the cabinet, he now runs the risk of being thrown out of the Congress party as well.
तो हमारे मंत्री जी उन्होंने उठकर कहा कि मणिपुर को छोड़िए, राजस्थान की बात करिए, जैसी उनकी भाषा थी। और साथ ही साथ नेता जो अपोजिशन के प्रतिपक्ष के नेता हैं उनका उसी टाइम रिएक्शन आना और बार बार इनडिसिप्लिन करना, इसका मतलब हैबिचुअल उनकी हैबिट हो गई है कि पार्टी को नेता दिखाना।
On the 21st of July, as the House was in session discussing a historic bill, the Minimum Income Guarantee Bill, some Congress members came into the well raising the Manipur issue. They also had posters in their hands. Leader of the opposition in the House, Rajendra Rathod, jumped to his feet and asked why the Congress is silent on crimes against women in Rajasthan. And that's when Rajendra Guda stepped in to what has now become a political turning point in the state.
ये राजस्थान में जिस तरीके से अत्याचार बढ़े हैं महिलाओं के ऊपर, मणिपुर के बजाय हमें अपने गिरेबान में झांकना है।
Having said what he had to, Guda left the house and went straight to his constituency Udaipurwati, 116 kilometers away. The reaction was swift. Barely a few hours after his controversial statement, Guda was dropped from the cabinet by Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. But this morning he emerged defiantly, taking on the Chief Minister again.
हम उनके पास से किसी काबिल आदमी को देते ही वो आदमी साइड में काम करता, हो सकता है ये इस तरह का। परसों विधानसभा में बताऊंगा क्या होगा। पूछूंगा राजस्थान के मुख्यमंत्री से, पट्टी बांध के पाँव के बैठे एक छोटी पाँव की पट्टी बांध के बैठे मुख्यमंत्री जी।
Rajasthan has been rocked by 3 heinous crimes last week, giving the BJP a chance to point out that Congress-ruled Rajasthan also has a sordid record when it comes to crimes against women. On the 14th of July, a 19-year-old girl went missing from her house in Rajasthan's Karoli. Her body with acid thrown on it and a bullet wound was fished out from a well. The family alleged the police refused to act on their complaint when they went to report her missing from home. 16 July, Jodhpur, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot's home district. A 17-year-old girl is befriended by 3 students. They mislead her and on the pretext of taking her to a railway station, gang rape her on the campus grounds of Jai Narayan University in Jodhpur in front of her boyfriend. And on the 19th of July, 4 people of a family, including a 6-month-old baby, brutally murdered and their bodies burnt. The police say it's a family dispute and catch a relative for the heinous crime.
कल ही ये खबर आई कि राजस्थान में कांग्रेस के एक नेता ने जब राजस्थान में बढ़ते महिला उत्पीड़न के संदर्भ में एक बयान जारी किया, तो ऐसे कांग्रेस के नेता के बयान पर कार्रवाई करने के बजाय कांग्रेस पार्टी ने अपने उस नेता को बर्खास्त कर दिया। कांग्रेस सच सुनना नहीं चाहती, कांग्रेस सच को स्वीकार नहीं करना चाहती।
Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, now on the back foot by Guda, a former ally who left the BSP joining the Congress at Gehlot's behest, is now fighting fire with fire.
जिस प्रकार प्रधानमंत्री ने बिहेव किया और जिस प्रकार उन्होंने दुख प्रकट किया
और कहा कि राजस्थान, छत्तीसगढ़ और मणिपुर, और मुख्यमंत्री को मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि आप वहाँ पर ध्यान रखें। बताइए आप, ये प्रधानमंत्री जी ने राजस्थान के स्वाभिमान पर चोट करी है और वो कहते हैं 140 करोड़ जनता को संसार होना पड़ रहा है। 140 करोड़ जनता को संसार नहीं होना पड़ रहा है, वो तो दुखी है आपके सरकार के कारनामों से।
And with elections just 4 months away, the battle lines in Rajasthan are clearly drawn. In Jaipur, Harsha Kumari Singh, NDTV.
And when violence hit Manipur, women have been the target of ethnic conflict. And NDTV has learned that an 80-year-old woman was locked inside her home as a house was set on fire by armed groups. The wife of the freedom fighter, the widow, had no chance to escape. NDTV reports from one of the worst hit places of Manipur. Take a look at this report.
As we arrive in Sugnu market, the impact of the more than 2 months of ethnic conflict in Manipur is clearly visible. The Sugnu market resembles a ghost town. The people who did business here have fled. The people who lived here have fled in fear. And the silence of this place tells the story.
For the first time since they fled their village, coming home to what's left of their home after nearly 2 months. 22-year-old Premakanta is lucky to be alive as he returns after fleeing his village nearly 2 months ago. A bullet scraped his arm and thighs as he tried to save his 80-year-old grandmother Ibetombi, the wife of freedom fighter S. Churachan Singh. But it was too late as they returned amidst the firing. She had been burnt alive. The family says they fled as they came under attack. The 80-year-old Ibetombi ordered them to run and come back for her later. Those were her last words. Ibetombi had no escape as bullets flew all around her. Her limited mobility did not allow an escape. Amongst the possessions the family recovered today was a prized possession she had held on to, a photograph of her late freedom fighter husband with President APJ Abdul Kalam.
Almost all the family and people here are running for safety in the other place. She's his daughter-in-law. The grandma said that you should come after, go for safety first. The grandma said like that.
You come and save me later.
So to save me later. That's why they also go for the safety place in their nearby some safety place. We also there. After I hearing that my grandma is here, we too come.
You are her grandson.
My grandson, main grandson. I come for her to rescue my grandma. Then they almost attack us from there. It's nearby this hole.
That hill.
It's almost 50 or 100 meter.
Can you ever think of coming back here and living here again?
It's depend upon the government. If they can guard us properly, then we can stay here.
Pung ani ga minute tara ta ba swai sida khoi je siele ki dana ma na su chatlo noi hana chatlo ai lo bla o na hai bi da khoi di emile gi um sida chele ba ki dana mon moi ka pe hen malak pa sida adagi ma amuk lo na ba angang sing sida khoi na hai ba matam da pung manga makai taruk swai ta ba matam sida angang sing chat pa ne ba adu de yum je tum na mai sa am hai ba angang sing na lo ba sat ka na.
Meanwhile, in these areas, security forces are on alert for any confrontation between the two warring communities. Movement is restricted as villagers protect themselves from attacks.
For families who've lost their loved ones in this ethnic conflict, the pain and trauma of the incidents that have unfolded before their eyes is still very much alive in their minds. And therefore, even returning home can be a challenge. Returning to normalcy, returning to their village is a thought that hasn't crossed their minds. With camera person GD Shankar in Sero village in Kakching district of Manipur, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
So NDTV reporting there from the worst hit areas as heart-wrenching stories continue to come out of violence hit Manipur. Short break now. News and updates continue on the other side. Welcome back. 3 days after the Raigad landslide, 50 people are still fear-trapped and 27 dead bodies have been pulled out. Rescue operations are underway. In fact, rescue work is getting interrupted by constant rain there. An entire village was actually buried and completely devastated because of the unprecedented landslide there. In fact, 22 children have been orphaned as their families have completely been lost in this landslide. And in fact, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde said that he will be adopting all the orphaned children. He also met Prime Minister Narendra Modi today and he said that we also discussed what happened in Raigad. But the frantic search for loved ones continues as this unprecedented landslides has actually torn apart families. And well, in the big weather concern, dramatic visuals coming in from Gujarat's Junagadh. Cars and other vehicles floated like toys and hundreds of people were left stranded as a flash flood caused by torrential rain inundated Junagadh today. In fact, torrents of flood waters gushing through Junagadh city made roads look like swollen streams, sweeping them. And also, Junagadh was pounded by 9 inches of rain between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And the authorities also pressed JCB excavators into rescue operations as city roads went underwater. In the big political headline, an all-out war has broken out between Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy and Jan Sena Party Chief Pawan Kalyan over the latter's comments on village volunteers appointed by the YSRCP government. Uma Sudhir reports on what's the political significance.
ఇంతమంది ఉసురు తీసుకుంటున్నావు నువ్వు నీకుండొచ్చుడు
పైగా ఒకరితో వివాహ బంధంలో ఉంటూ ఉండగానే ఇంకొకరితో అక్రమ సంబంధం.
A wild attack on active politician Pawan Kalyan by Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy.
ఈ దత్తపుత్రుడు ఇదే కార్యక్రమంగా పెట్టుకొని అమ్మాయిలను లోబర్చుకొని వారిని పెళ్లి చేసుకోవడం, 4 ఏళ్లు కాపురం చేయడం, మళ్ళీ వదిలేయడం, మళ్ళీ ఇంకొకరిని పెళ్లి చేసుకోవడం, మళ్ళీ వదిలేయడం, ఆ తర్వాత మళ్ళీ పెళ్లి, మళ్ళీ వదిలేయటం, పైగా ఒకరితో వివాహ బంధంలో ఉంటూ ఉండగానే ఇంకొకరితో అక్రమ సంబంధం. ఈయన మన వాలంటీర్ల క్యారెక్టర్ గురించి మాట్లాడతాడు.
The active politician during his Varahi Yatra had questioned the locus standi of village volunteers who are not authorized government officials but a parallel structure created by the YSRCP government to collect personal data in the name of disbursing welfare schemes. Pawan Kalyan had also said some village volunteers were targeting single women, exploiting their situation and entrapping them for trafficking.
మహిళా కమిషన్ చెప్తా ఉన్నాను, జగన్ విను, బాగా చెవులు రిక్కించి విను. మీ వైసీపీ మీ వాలంటీర్స్ అంట ముందుగా రెక్కీ చేస్తున్నారు, ఇళ్లలో ఒంటరి ఆడపిల్లల్ని టార్గెట్ చేస్తున్నారంట. తల్లిదండ్రుల పనులకు వెళ్తే వాళ్ళు అవకాశాలు అప్పుడు చూసుకుంటా ఉన్నారంట. లొంగకపోతే ఆడపిల్లల్ని పథకాలను తొలగిస్తామని చెప్పి బెదిరిస్తున్నారంట. పత్రాలు సరిగ్గా లేవని వేధిస్తున్నారంట.
This provoked protests by the 2.6 lakh volunteers across the state, who the YSRCP government says help people access welfare schemes. The state government also ordered legal action against Pawan Kalyan for alleged derogatory, defamatory and venomous remarks. The Jagan-Pawan clash cannot be seen as a battle of political equals because in the last election, Jagan Mohan Reddy's YSRCP won 151 out of 175 assembly seats and 22 out of 25 parliament seats in Andhra Pradesh, whereas Pawan Kalyan's Janasena got a lone assembly seat. And yet, if the power star who belongs to the Kapu community decides to back Chandrababu Naidu in the coming elections, it could spoil the electoral chances of Jagan Mohan Reddy. Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
So that political war playing out there in Andhra Pradesh. That's all the news that we have on this bulletin. Goodbye and keep watching.